Superman just uses X-ray vision to peer inside Batman's body, and his Batman's heart. He was able to see that Batman's heart was pumping faster than usual. So obviously his heart rate is increased. Batman's heart rate is increased. I think what I'm guessing is that due to the intensity of the fight, yeah, that is, or the pace of the fight, due to the intensity that he's fighting at, um, it's having a strain on his body now, like a physical toll on his body, and it's affecting his heart. In it, too much physical exertion is what it is, and so now it's obviously it's taking its toll on Bruce through his heart, and his heart rate's gone up, and his heart's beating faster than normal. Superman is able to see that with his great ability, X-ray vision, where he can see through buildings and see through objects. It's amazing. That's probably like um that might be my favorite Superman ability, the X-ray vision, because it allows you to see beyond what any normal person can see. So Superman can see through buildings. He can peer downwards and see what's lying on the ground. I don't have that ability, but although I know what's on the ground. But Superman, if Superman was real, he could see what's going on the ground because the place they don't show us on the ground, the place they don't like nobody knows what's really going on the ground. I do, thanks to the Lord. He's told me, Holy Spirit's told me what's going on the ground. But if Superman was here, he would also know what was going on the ground with his X-ray vision. He just peer downwards and just see everything, all the laboratories, all the machines, everything, all the rails that go in diagonal directions. You'll be able to see everything, the pods, the androids, all of it. That secret world underground. And what nothing good lies on the ground, Hell's on the ground. Hell is a dark place with flames of fire, with molten lava that burns flesh and never for eternity. With 2 million degrees heat that's designed just to punish the wicked after their immoral lives on earth, after the lives that they live that just cause pain and misery that affects others. They will even use victims to victimize victims. A chain of victimization. Turn people against each other. That's what they've been doing. Putting innocent people behind bars and stuff like that. But it gets very interesting when I found out the police were part of this organization. I've not told anyone this, like in public. But 4 police officers broke into my attic. A 5'2" mixed race female, a red-headed female, um, a, a, a brunette-haired, blue-eyed guy, and another guy that was probably in his mid-40s, looks like his mid-40s, brown hair. Yeah, they were in my attic. I ID'd. Uh, I saw two pairs. I really thought I saw 3 pairs of eyes, but I said I saw two when the police came, and I told I did. I told them to their faces. I gave them the description of the people like saw, the colors of the eyes, the darkening around her eyes, like the mixed race one. And once she came in the house, I just knew straight. The person that I called 999 for, the female, when she came to my house, the red-headed one, it matched the voice of the person I called. So a bit from my mobile phone. So the one that was in my attic, I called the police on the police basically, literally. So what they did was, after I made the phone call, I got like I was a bit nervous because I didn't know like they could have had guns, weapons and stuff like that. So I didn't like I was very cautious about the whole situation. But I just didn't after a while. I just suddenly took the courage just to get a chair to help me get up the ladder, go up to the ceiling where the attic is. By then, guess what they did? There's basically an opening in my attic, so they went through it, went down the conservatory, went to their cars. I called them. They came back in the house breathing like this. So it told me that they've been involved in fast-paced, hectic activity, quick activity. So I had to quickly get out of my attic, get back in it, go around to the cars to make it look like obviously they go and then come back to my house. In a span of 5 minutes, I'm breathing heavily, all of them, apart from the mixed race one, because she was hesitant to come in, but the senior one said something to her, and then she came in. First she came to the door, then she went back. Then she was speaking to the senior one, and then he encouraged her to come in. The only reason why I saw three pairs of eyes is because there was four of them, but obviously there's always a lookout guy. So the senior one was the lookout guy. So he was the one that obviously escaped first, my attic first. Guess what? The mixed race one came to my house with tears in her eyes. I've never seen a police officer cry before. This is the first time. That was the admittance of guilt right there. But the redhead one was shameless, absolutely shameless. She was like, "Don't jump down from the ladder." When I was going down, I was clearly going down from the ladder step by step by step. So obviously she needs to go to Specsavers, get herself a pair of glasses because obviously she's not seeing clearly. How dare you talk? Does it look like what? You need double lens. You need some thick pairs. You need some like 6 millimeter pairs of glasses because your eyes are deceiving you very badly. But guess what? Guess what? After I did her, yeah, I was like, "Oh, goodbye, goodbye." He blanked me. Next time she came, police came to my house again. She came again. I saw her. She didn't even give me eye contact. So that's that. So she was shameful. And the mixed race one, I saw her in Croydon again. And I said, "Oh, I recognize you." She was with like three other officers, one female, two male. I didn't recognize them. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I know you." She just blanked me. Guilt as well. Blanking me, these officers, but don't worry, they're gonna get their comeuppance. They go what the court decides to do with them is up to the court. But it's breaking the entry. They have a right to be in jail. And I've got a reference number for the phone call. I won't say where it is because they could try breaking my house and steal the reference number. No, they can't do that because this is the work of God, so they can't steal all my evidence and stuff. No one's stealing my evidence. It's set in stone, and it will be handed to the appropriate parties, not the Met Police, because the Met Police. Why am I handing it to the Met Police? The Met Police, your job, you didn't do your job. This is why these criminals are here. The MI5 didn't do their job. This is why the criminals are here. What did the Secret Service do? What do they get paid for? What do they get paid for? The 7/7 bombings, you couldn't even detect that. That shows your incompetency. What did they do? Just eat donuts on the ground. This, how do you not know what's going on the ground? You're just eating donuts on the ground. These they're useless. Met Police, corrupt, evil. Abide by human's law. Human law is evil. The Bible says human law leads to sin. It's in the book of Romans. Because human law is imperfect. Sometimes it makes mistakes. Sometimes it turns a blind eye on purpose. Sometimes it takes their law into their own hands. Sometimes they put a knee on someone's jaw. Sometimes they beat people, 100-pound women up. Yeah, it happened in this country, by the way. I saw bruises on the arm, and I believe the police officers grips the 100-pound short, 5'3" woman, white girl, blonde. Don't ask me where I met her, but yeah, I believe the police um, brutally mistreated her. So it's not just black people, white people get mistreated by the police as well. Um, the police system, the Met Police are just scumbags. Like, and I'm gonna expose all the rottenness for what they are, what they truly are. This time, they're not gonna get away with it. It's not gonna get swept under the carpet this time. This time, people are going to turn. This is the year of change. People are going to turn away from the Met Police and turn towards God, because God's the only one that can protect you. God is the only one with the 100% moral, correct righteousness compass. The police aren't righteous. They're half and half. That's why every industry is going to get split into two, good versus evil, in this second part of planet Earth. You're going to have the evil ones on one side and all the good ones, the righteous ones on the other side. Good versus evil. But now it's going to be, it's always existed. Like the separation has always existed. We started with Lucifer rebelling from God. So that's when evil became. It didn't start from Adam. Sin didn't start from Adam. It started from the devil's pride, wanting to be partners with God, sit on side by side on the throne of God. But God was like, really, really, Lucifer, you want to sit side by side of me? I'm God. Nobody sits side by side of me. Maybe beside me like Jesus, but you don't sit side by side me. We're not both leaders. We don't both run the place. Only God runs the place. God runs the universe. Lucifer wanted to be God's equal. Pride. Just because God gave Lucifer the head of sound as an angel, he got to Lucifer's head. So what did he do? He took 1/3 of God's angels, corrupted 1/3 of God's angels. These angels are now what we call demons that enter people and make them do evil stuff. You need to know about it. You need to know this because it's what makes someone pick up a gun and shoot someone. It's what makes someone stab someone. It's what makes someone take someone's life. It's demonization, evil spirits. It's what make leaders resort to world wars, all the Hitlers and stuff like that. It's demons inside them. Putin, demons inside them. This president of this secret organization, which I call Akusto. Akusto stands for evil, criminal, underground, overground, sky slash psi tech organization. The leader, they say, is the president. I don't know, male or female. But this leader's got demons inside them because it was this leader's blueprint. And what the government gave it said no because it had too much red flags. But what did they do? They went behind the government's back. They went behind the prime minister's back, and they did this operation. They started the operation. God knows how many decades this has been going on for. But the mistake that the prime minister, whoever it was at the time, is they didn't keep tabs on this president. If they kept tabs on this president, if they monitored this president would have done it. They would have stopped this president in he or her tracks. But because they slipped up, the government slipped up, they didn't put tabs on them. So the way it's only it's only now the government probably knows, but you know how the government works. They keep it under wraps. They have to keep it under wraps. But I've not, no one from the government's come to me yet. Why haven't they come to me? I'm the one that's giving them the information. They're meant to have come to me by now. I'm meant to be in 10 down the street by now. But don't worry, I will be there eventually with my lifetime pass. So I'll just beep in. I'll just get the key card from my around my neck and just beep. I'm sure you beep it and then you just pass through. I'm sure that's how it works down the street. The key card just to get into the building. So that stays with me obviously for life. So I go to the dead 10 down the street as I see fit. I might give the Prime Minister sometimes, I might give him a surprise visit. You can sit down. I don't drink tea, but I can have green tea. I don't mind green tea. You can drink your Earl Grey, whatever. If Rishi Sunak's still going to be the Prime Minister by then, we'll just sit down. I'll be in my suit. We'll just be discussing the plans to make our country better, what industries needs to be changed. The Met Police, well, the Met Police might fold as an organization because the people that are not responsibly the DTRT police, I call them do the right thing police. Wait, do the wrong thing. Wait, DTWT is do the wrong thing police. DTRT is do the right thing police. You know the ones that stand up to be a police officer and really care about their job, really care about helping people, really care about putting criminals behind bars. They're really dedicated to making the streets safe. Because there's some office, obviously, it's like half and half. So them officers are not part of this corruption. Yeah, they're gonna have to form their own organization because the Met Police is gonna be stained in a way that it's never been stained before. All the corruption that part of this, even doctors. There's a doctor at Woodcourt Medical called Dr. Nelson. He's black. He lied and basically said, I won't tell you what he did, but he lied about a referral. He said that I agreed to a referral and it wasn't true. I didn't agree to a referral. I denied it like 6 times when I spoke to this Dr. Nelson. But he went to go call another professional, another organization and say, as he quotes, I said I agreed to the referral, but that's not true. I said I don't want to be referred because I don't need to be there. So because of that, he lied. So he's going to get his medical license taken. He's going to most likely go to prison, serve prison sentence. I think so. Or, at the very least, get his medical license taken for life. He's no longer going to be a doctor for life. He's going to have to get a new career. Yeah, he's black. So this organization is not a colored. It's not a. It's a black and white Asian thing. It's all multicolored evil. But anyway, let me stop on that subject. Let me get back to this. Back to the review. So where am I at? Um, I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Yeah, this is Neo, and I'm signing out with enjoyment. Like this is good, man. This is good. I enjoyed it, man. I swear. Yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm sure you did. Smash a like. Um, yeah, and follow me on my social media channels in the description. And yeah, see you next time. Yeah, take care. God bless. Bye.